Hi everybody, it's Lynnea. I'm super excited to be part of the Trinity Stamps second birthday video hop. So in case you've never taken part in a video hop before, if I am your first stop, make sure that you check down in my video description below and click the link to go to the next person in the hop, because there's lots of giveaways and lots of inspiration to celebrate Trinity Stamps' second birthday. So I'm going to start off here with this slimline die set. This is the scalloped card, panels, and banners die set. So I took that largest scalloped die and I die cut it twice from two different types of cardstock. I die cut it once from just heavyweight 110-pound cardstock. I set that aside and we're going to use that later to make a complete card base that is going to be exactly this shape. So the panel I'm working on now is also cut with that largest scalloped die, but this is Bristol smooth cardstock, and I use this cardstock because I'm going to be doing a bit of watercolor with my Arteza Real Water Brush pens. I'm working now with the Sweet Surprise stamp set from Trinity Stamps, and it has this large cupcake image. I'm a fan of cupcakes. I don't know anybody who doesn't love cupcakes. If you don't love cupcakes, I still love you, but I don't understand your not love of cupcakes. So I'm going to be stamping this all across this slimline scalloped die. I have kind of positioned it with my MISTI, and then I'm just going to pick it up and I'm going to stamp it. I'm using some watermark embossing ink so that I can heat emboss this with gold powder, because this is a birthday themed hop, and so I thought not only do I need cupcakes, I need to have happy, bright, shiny cupcakes. So that's why I decided to gold and heat emboss them. And of course I need some sprinkles, because what's birthday cake without sprinkles? So I'm going to take this sprinkles stamp from the Sweet Surprise stamp set, and there's actually a couple. I'm using the one that's grouped together as two, and then also the individual sprinkle to kind of fill in the areas on my cupcakes. And then I'm going to heat emboss those with gold powder as well. I'm bringing in my Arteza water brush pens now, and I'm just going to start off with doing some easy coloring. When I color with these pens, I really don't do anything fancy. I put down a line of color where I want the darkest color to be, so where I want the shadow to be, and then I just use a water brush pen and pull that color out, softening the edge and having that highlight down at the bottom. For this individual, I'm doing the actual cupcake piece now. So my brown is 137, and I'm just pulling that color down, scribbling a little bit down, pulling it down. I'm using this kind of light brown color, so it's like a chocolate cupcake, and then the icing is going to be super fun colored. I'm going to use one cupcake will be pink into orange into yellow, and then the other one will be purple into blue into green. So I'm doing the whole rainbow, just kind of splitting it up because I didn't want to have the cupcakes be overwhelmed. I don't know if that makes sense, but I didn't want to have too much color on one cupcake. So I decided to split the rainbow in half and just alternate my cupcakes. So just in case you want to know exactly what colors I'm using, pink is 107, then 112 for the orange, 105 for the yellow. My purple is 136, blue is 108, and green is 111. And I'm just scribbling down some color really quickly, and I'm just kind of overlapping the color just a little bit. You can see these markers will start blending on their own, but I like to use water to kind of help it along. So I'm just using a water brush, not too much water, because I'm working on the Bristol smooth cardstock, which really helps the colors move, but it's not watercolor cardstock, so you don't want to really overwhelm this cardstock with water, or the colors just kind of stop moving. They kind of get stuck in the cardstock. So I'm just using a little bit of water. I do have a cloth off to my side that I'm dabbing off the color so that I don't get too muddy. Like, I don't want the purple moving up into the green. It won't really blend very well. Then I'm just going to keep on coloring those cupcakes. I use the same colors on the cupcake wrappers as well. I just alternated that a bit. So the pink, yellow, orange cupcake has the purple, green, blue wrapper, and then the opposite for the others as well. I want to do a bit of stenciling to kind of fill in that white space. So I've grabbed some full stick Post-it notes to do some masking. I actually have 4 of these full stick Post-it notes stacked together, and then I'm going to stamp it with the Sweet Surprise cupcake once more. Then I can easily trim out that cupcake shape and pull apart those Post-it notes, and I'm going to have 4 masks perfectly shaped to cover up my heat embossed cupcakes on my background. I'm using some purple tape to tape that slimline layered confetti stencil onto my card. This is a layered stencil set, so it has 2 stencils. So I'm just going to start with the first one. I'm using some Bee Sting Atelier ink just to kind of put down some yellow sprinkles on my background. Then I'll remove that stencil and replace it with the second stencil in that slimline layered confetti set. And there are little marks in the stencil that line up with that first layer so that you know exactly how to position this confetti stencil. I'm using my Trinity Stamps Blending Buddy just to blend on some ink over this layered confetti stencil. I'm using the Distress Oxide Speckled Egg color, and then I can peel back these masks and check out that fun confetti background. I love the way that confetti stencil really fills in the background and just brings an extra bit of happiness to the card. I used the Sweet Surprise stamp set to stamp and gold heat emboss a sentiment for my card, and I stamped that onto a banner from the Slimline Scalloped Card Panels and Banners die set. That's where I got the background die for this card. It has those little banners included in it too, so I stamped it on there and added it to the front of the card. So now I'm going to bring in the second panel that I die cut. This is from the regular 110-pound cardstock. I'm just going to score that probably about 1/2 inch in from the edge so that I can create a card base. And then I'm going to crease that score line back and forth until I have it really kind of worked so that the card is going to open easily. This is going to be the inside portion of my card. I'm going to add some skinny tape to the top here. You can definitely use liquid adhesive if you'd rather, but I prefer the tape because I know it's going to hold on strong. And then once I have the tape on there, all I have to do is just line up the front panel of my card, the one that I did all my coloring on, with this background panel, and then I'm going to have a full complete card that's going to be shaped exactly like the front of the card. You could definitely adhere this front scalloped panel onto a slimline card base that's just regular folded cardstock, but this way I have those stitched details and that scallop pattern continuing towards the inside of my card, so it's a fun little touch. And that will complete my card. Happy 2nd birthday to Trinity Stamps, and thank you so much for including me in your big birthday celebration. I hope that you all really enjoy this card, and remember that this is a video hop. So if you look down in the video description, you're going to find the next video in this hop. So head over there for even more birthday inspiration from Trinity Stamps. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye!